This 1 week, I'm working on the log cabin. I'm totally alone. Let's see how much progress I make. Every morning has to start the same way. I get that fire going. Then you can see me throwing 3 logs here on the side wall. And this time-lapse clip's about 15 seconds, but it actually represents 3.5 hours of real-time work. Ow! Here, while I sharpen the saw, I just want to touch on how lucky I got with the weather. The temperature was cool, very brisk out, no bugs, and the rain held off all week. Had a little accident yesterday. I just want to stress how dangerous the build's becoming. Yesterday this log fell off and hit me on the head when I was bent over at the bottom. So I'm bent over, log falls about 6 feet, hits me in the back of the head, and my face hit the ground. I got this black eye. Big bump on my head. I'm feeling alright. Could have been worse. This process of me strapping the log is about the same thing I was doing when the log hit me in the head. Except this time I'm staying a little further from the wall, trying to keep my distance. So I didn't expect or account for how slowly it would move when the walls are this high. To affix this log, I'm probably going to have to stand in this window, drill a pilot hole here, then I'll straddle the log on the side wall and drill a pilot hole over there, switch to the hammer, drive 2 spikes in. Once it's affixed somewhat, I'll go and straddle this wall. I'll straddle that log and have to use the drill, switch to the hammer. It's just a lot of work. I didn't take into account how sketchy it would be when I'm climbing on the walls and they're this high. I always thought that's a winner's problem. If the walls are that high, any issues that could stem from the height, I never considered, because I almost didn't believe that the walls would ever get this high. But now that they are, I'm running into some real considerations I have to make. The level of difficulty is increased significantly. That log that fell off the wall and hit me in the back of the head, it could have killed me. It could have snapped my neck, broken my head open, and that was a big wake-up call for me. And thank God it didn't. And now I'm working much more slowly, much more methodically. My eyes are always up, making sure the log doesn't fall down and hit me. Normally when I'm editing these videos, I like to keep them pretty fast-paced and cut the clips up. But this one I left a little longer so you can see the process. I'm having to climb up and then shimmy back and forth on the log as I'm working. And especially as the day goes on, my legs are really getting fatigued as I'm trying to hold my weight. So as my legs are shaking, there's also the walls which are shaking. So I'm starting to seriously consider adding cross bracing for the next time I go up to work on the cabin. So I'm running a little low on logs at this point, and I had a couple hung up from last time. So here I actually spent a whole day just getting logs down to the cabin. So I found this treasure trove of hemlocks pretty far into the property. And this hemlock I'm pulling right here, this is going to be the furthest the trees travel to get to the log cabin. Just gives you a good idea how big the property is. This is coming from about the middle down to the front half. So it's a pretty remote location. It's pretty rugged. And the cabin is also intentionally built on top of a very steep mountain that's pretty inaccessible. It's not the kind of place you just stumble along and bump into, which is nice. I have two of these hangers here that I'm trying to break free, get them loose, hitting them with a hammer, try to knock them off the stump or just push them over.
Come on. Come on. Woo! One. Where's my poking stick? There she goes. Boom. We have a miss. Not what you want. It's tough because the bit wasn't long enough to get through this and see where I was gonna hit because this log's so thick. But that's a miss. All right, I think I got it righted. Let's hope for the best. Looks good.
If you stuck around this far, I just want to thank you for tuning in and watching. We'll be back up there with the whole family in about 2 weeks getting some more work done. Appreciate you guys supporting our work. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. God bless.